everyone, welcome back to Adobe Live. We're here with Chantal Jahchan. Welcome back.
Thanks. Hi, guys.
Hello. It is the third day, which is always very bittersweet.
Sad day.
We are matching again. We did it on purpose.
Yeah, we planned it out weeks in advance.
Weeks in advance. Yeah. Hello, everyone in chat. What's up, Walter? Adobe Live. How you doing? We are here on Behance, so go to be.net/live if you're not already watching. If you're on YouTube, come on over to Behance, chat with us. That's where you can find the challenge for today. We're challenging you to make a menu, a restaurant menu. All you have to do is use InDesign CC, make your menu. There's a template provided in the challenge tab, and send that over to us in the next hour and a half, actually. And you could win a free year of Creative Cloud. We're also going to be doing a giveaway in an hour of either a pillow or socks. You get to choose. And we're doing graphic design this week. So Chantal, let us know who you are,
Sure.
what makes you a graphic designer, and then we'll jump into your project.
Yeah, so I am a senior at Washington University in St. Louis. I'm studying graphic design, and I'll be graduating in May. I do a lot of, very exciting. I do a lot of print work, and that's kind of what I'm going to be doing today, is finishing up a zine that we started on Tuesday about Erykah Badu. And so I guess I can go through where we started and where we are now.
Yeah, definitely.
So on the first day, we had this brief that sort of went through like the purpose of the zine, and I can make it a little bigger. Besides this first issue being about Erykah Badu, like the whole zine and the further issues would be about empowering female creatives of color. Or maybe it's not just creative people, maybe it's all kinds of people. And so that's what we're going to be working on today, is finding like a good name for the zine.
Yeah. We'll need your help, chat.
Yeah, and then yesterday so many things are open.
Too many tabs.
So on the first day, we laid out the piece from The New Yorker, a nice short profile about Erykah Badu, and then yesterday we laid out the interview in a similar format but with different colors, which came from her albums.
Right, so each one was based off of a different album.
Yeah. And then using some photos from Adobe Stock and some other found photography from online. And today we will be kind of making a identity system for the zine, building out some covers, and maybe doing mock-ups if we get to that.
I love the cover idea. Do you usually do that at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Covers are the hardest, and I think you should really only do it once you've already figured out the rest of it, because sometimes what you think a project is at the beginning changes by the time it's over.
Yeah, and I feel like if you make content or graphics for the inside, the interior, sometimes you can just
pull something.
Yeah. Right. And I think covers and also like coming up with a name, it's the most fun part. Like you get really excited about it, but it's helpful to do it at the end.
Yep, best for last.
Little delayed gratification. What's up, Brian, Akeem, Mitch? Mitch is very bothered by the widows in the interview. I'm sorry, Mitch.
Mitch, I wasn't going to sit here and like rag it live. I think everyone would fall asleep.
That's true. Hope you can
maybe
understand.
I'll do that on my flight today. It's a good
Ah.
plane move.
Yeah, people are complimenting your check jacket. Pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yes, definitely. Good flight clothes.
Yeah,
Very comfortable.
Flight clothes.
Fight clothes.
Fight
We're gonna
clothes
fight.
too.
All right, so chat, get working on those submissions with that menu template that we provided for you in the challenge tab. Got about an hour and a half to get that in, and we'll jump into today's stuff.
So
Most exciting day.
yeah. So we're gonna I've come up with like a few names. I don't know that they're that great, but hopefully we can get a big brainstorm going. So if we're focusing on highlighting female creatives of color, we have some cool acronyms that we can work off of.
Ooh.
WOC is women of color. There's females of color. That's not a great one. I liked female leaders of color, FLOC, like, 'cause
Yeah.
it's a verb too. And then I have, let's see,
Whoa, I actually really like FLOC too, because it's like
you flock to
you flock, and also a group of female women of color is a flock.
I like that. We should just we're done.
Cool.
Let's go with that.
There you go. Unless, chat, you have other ideas. Daniel says, don't flock with us. Yep.
Oh, that's good. Wow. We should make a t-shirt that says that.
Yeah.
This is going to turn into a whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess some other ones I had level, as in like the whole purpose of this was like leveling the playing field between men and women and in general in the industry. What else?
Flock is dope, says Daniela. Sammy is interrogating us. Who do you both work for? She's shining a light in your face and asking you, who do you work for?
I work for myself right now.
She is a student.
Yeah, unemployed.
Not for long.
Someone hire me.
Hello, chat. Are you there? Sorry says Flock and Level are great. Flock is nice.
Oh yeah, another word I liked was maven. It just means like an expert, and it sounds kind of feminine.
I think, yeah, people often use that in like a feminine tense, like, oh, a fashion maven.
Yeah.
Not saying that that has to be, like, only women can be fashionable, but I like that.
I think it seems like people really liked Flock. I think it has some cool visual opportunities too.
Yeah, JC says, I vote Flock.
Cool.
Cool. What's up, Alexander? How are you? Maven Haven, sorry. Nice.
Oh, that's cute.
Hey, Jan Eric. Daniel is fashionably late. You are a fashion maven.
So we had our sort of 3 or 2 typefaces that we were working with.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna look so good.
I really like the C in Founders Grotesque. It's kind of like almost already decided in my mind that I want that C to be in there.
Yeah.
But we can show Bureau Grotesque. This is nice too. And I'm thinking about the covers because we're doing the front and then flipping it and there's the back. It's sort of going to be the same cover twice, maybe with some variation. So yeah. And then I don't think it would make sense to change the logo every time for each person, but we can just see. It's pretty cool in Hawthorne as well.
It is cool. I worry that it's cool now, but will it be cool in a year?
All the fonts, yeah. And also this is trends are fleeting.
Right. Sammy is asking, so this is just a personal project? Yeah, this is an Adobe Live project.
Just for you guys.
Ooh. This is a flip-flock book. True. Say that 10 times fast. I don't want to because we're live on the air, and I might say an oopsie word.
So I'm just going to look at all the weights of these. I also have a feeling I'm going to stick with this regular weight.
You're like, I already know, but I'm just going to...
I don't know. I just love it so much. I think it's unfair to the other weights if we don't look at them.
You never know. You could be swept off your feet.
Yes, that's true.
Jan Eric wants to be reminded, what does FLOC stand for?
Female Leaders of Color.
There you go.
That's a good point. We're going to need like a tagline or something.
Yeah. Hashtag. Ooh, Kelly says Den condensed. Yeah, that'd be good. Den is a good one.
Not a huge fan of Den.
All right, never mind.
It's not a bad typeface. I think it sometimes gets overused. But
yeah, it was like the
I'm
typeface.
just being a snob.
You're like, I like mine. My grotesque.
Mine is the best.
Den was like the typeface that my school used, so I'm like, yay, Den.
Yeah, it came in like one of the font packages that they give us, and that's probably one of the reasons why it was overused, because we had it.
You're like, oh, this one's nice. Everyone uses it.
Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe like on each cover, let's say like Erykah Badu's face was on the cover, maybe there's like a sticker on it that has the logo.
Oh.
So, there's a way to make infinite artboards, but it's okay. I'm just gonna do it my way.
My way or the highway. Dustin is asking, not sure if this has been brought up before, but what is Chantal's favorite free font site?
Not a huge... Oh, Typekit.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm not a huge fan of free fonts. In general, I would say it's definitely, if you're going to spend money on something, it should be fonts.
Yeah, do it right.
You can always do free trials of great fonts before you buy them. Font Stand is a great app. I have it right here. It lets you rent them.
No way.
Yep.
What?
And if you're a student, you get a certain amount of credit for free, but you can rent them for a certain amount of months. So right now I have 2 rented for my capstone.
Gotcha.
And you just pay for them as long as you need them, which is great. Yeah.
So can you do anything with them? Can you use them for commercial use?
Pretty sure, yeah.
That's awesome.
You're basically renting the license.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. That's very cool. Tim says renting fonts. Never heard of that. I know.
Yeah, it's revolutionary.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my rainbow spinny wheel.
Yay. It's a good friend of ours. Charles had to walk away for a moment and missed what font FLOC is in.
It is in Founders Grotesque Regular? Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, Typekit, Adobe Live, totally. So if you have a Creative Cloud subscription, you can download fonts from Typekit. A lot of them are free, but there is a marketplace like we talked about the other day. But you can just get them from the cloud, grab them, pull them into your Creative Cloud apps. They have web apps, print, all kinds of things. Yeah, spinning beach ball of death. Totally, Chris.
Not totally sure where I'd go with this. It's almost not enough text to really wrap around, but
you have to be like really, real spaced out. Or I like that.
It's not bad.
Chat, what do you think? How would you build FLOC with the byline of female leaders of color? What would you do? Daniel says, can you justify the text to elongate it?
Oh, you mean in here?
I guess so.
Probably.
What's up, Julie? How you doing? And Ray always has trouble with text wrap and is wondering how you are doing it. So you're just typing on a line? Is that how you're doing it?
Yeah, I basically made a circle and then went to type on a path tool. Then you click and type.
Right. Yeah, so you can make a circle with no stroke or fill and use that as a little path. Sasha says, oh no, not InDesign. You can learn to love it. Sasha, I know it.
I mean, we're in Illustrator right now. But
Burn. Oops.
sorry.
Alexander is asking, why are we dressed in black today? Did someone steal all the colors? It's your favorite color.
It is my favorite color.
Just honoring
and it
your
is
choices.
a color,
True.
as we proved yesterday.
We're wearing that kind of black. The one that's all the colors.
It's a 4-color black. What am I doing? Okay. Spacing looks a little weird. I think I might track it out a little bit.
Oh, nice. Get a little air.
Yeah. It's already creating like kind of a rectangle.
It is very blockish. Matching pants. I don't think your pants. Well, I'm not wearing pants.
Mine are black. I mean, your dress is black.
It is a jumpsuit.
Jumpsuit.
Basically a dress, but pants. Ellie says black is always the best to design a logo. True, if it works in black and white, it's really what matters.
That's true.
Do you have any tips for designing an effective logo without being too decorative or over the top?
I guess just make sure it's legible and don't decorate for the sake of decorating.
Oh yeah.
Like stop when it's, I don't know. I think it needs to be like special enough that you can recognize it and it's individual. But don't go too far where like it's its own art project.
Yeah, and you're like, why am I making these decisions?
Right.
Is it for
Always.
communication? Is it for me? Ooh, I like that. It's kind of touching.
Yeah. Not sure. I guess if I were to come up with adjectives for like the vibes I wanted it to give off, it'd be like bold. I guess that's pretty much it.
Yeah, we'll just be bold, get the point across. Although when it does touch, it kind of looks like it says ELOC to me.
Oh, that's true. Legibility is another great tip. But yeah, this isn't really screaming bold to me. Personally.
True.
I might have these come a little closer together.
Nice.
It's probably gonna make people cringe.
Why do you think that is?
The way I'm doing it. I don't know, people are weird about kerning, but I think it's okay with marks, with like logos.
Yeah,
You're
right.
allowed to move stuff.
It's not just letter forms, it creates its own graphic. I wonder
if this O could be almost like a smaller O, just because you wouldn't always capitalize the of color.
True.
I mean, people do when they say POC or
Oh, I like that.
things like that.
Ooh, FLOC. Frog.
It changes the way you read it.
I was thinking, well, this was more when you were maybe just doing FOC, that the O could be like an asterisk, like it could be a curse word.
Ooh,
but,
I like that.
Ooh.
This is kind of weird. Yeah, let me go back in the text box and see what an asterisk looks like. There might be some cool glyphs that we can play with too.
That's true. People are saying that the C, the space between the top and the bottom, might be a little confusing because it kind of looks like an O when you zoom out, but that's what makes it grotesque.
They can take that up with Chris Soursby. That's not I didn't design this.
True.
But I do really like it. I think as long as it's on a high contrast, like black and white, it should be fine.
Charles says he likes the smaller O, making the O into the symbol of Venus.
It's also like the number O.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Glyphs are cool. Glyphs are cool.
I'm not sure there are too many like super fun ones in here. Some typefaces have like a really cool glyph sets.
I really like the 0 or the O that has the diagonal line through it. That's like my favorite one.
Do they have that?
I just saw
Oh,
it.
you did?
It's gone now. Oh, there it is.
Oh, this one. No men allowed.
It's so inclusive.
What does that technically mean when you cross out an O? Doesn't that mean it's not a number, or it means it is a number?
Oh.
I think that's how you specify between number 0 and letter O.
Gotcha.
But I don't know which one it is. Could maybe dig that. I think what's nice about, for example, using the glyph here is that it's going to be the right width for the medium size, whereas like when I tried to make it smaller.
Yeah. It's thicker or small or thinner.
Thinner, yeah.
Depends, yeah. Oh, it means it is a number. Gotcha. Or it's also a Danish letter. Interesting. What's up, Vincent? Sup? Cool. That almost looks a little like retro, 60s-ish
Yeah.
to me.
Oh no, I see a face. When you see a face, you can never make it go away.
Oh, the
there's
nose.
like an eyeball in
Yep.
the nose. No.
Oh, nose.
Okay. My favorite is still just the normal
Yeah.
typeset one really tight together.
And since I'm guessing the cover will be pretty colorful, or like, I don't know, it's Erykah Badu, so it'll probably have her
Yeah.
maybe. So maybe this doesn't need to be so.
Yeah, I think
Out
I'm gonna
there.
get this in some kind of workable form and then go over and find an image to start putting it on top of. Because I don't want to fall in love with something and then look at it and then not like it on top of an image.
Totally.
This I'm not a huge fan of. Maybe that could be in Bureau.
Oh, yeah. Dustin wants to know, explain how you're changing the shape of certain parts of the letter without distorting the entire letter itself. Are you?
Kind of. So if you press A, basically switching from the selection tool to the direct selection tool, you can highlight certain points and move them. So right now I'm just moving the L instead of stretching the whole thing.
So you're grabbing the two endpoints, making a move. This is how you can also do the rounded corners.
Right.
You can add points, take away points. Yeah. If you really want to get fancy with the text, you can always outline it and make it its own shape and just go wild.
Yeah. Well, that's how you have to do that before you can start seeing the points.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Bureau. Where are you at? No.
Hold on a second. Let me think about this.
Founders Grotesque is angry that we're switching it up.
How dare you? Yep, Adobe Live, you've got it. If you are just joining, we are live with Chantal Jahchan. This is the last time we will have you live this week. So
Yes,
sad.
Sadly.
Yeah, but if you want to go back and watch previous streams, we have them on the Creative Cloud YouTube channel. Just go check that out. All of the streams are uploaded there immediately after the stream ends. We've got one more stream today after Chantal's. It's Annie Hall, back with Terry White. Finishing up, I'm guessing, some music festival goodness. She's also a graphic designer, so if you're enjoying the graphic design, stick around. We've got an hour and 20-ish minutes, 30-ish minutes until the end of the stream, so make sure you're getting those challenge submissions in. Today's challenge is to make a menu, a restaurant menu. We have a template for you. It is for InDesign, and you can publish straight from InDesign. We're actually asking you to do so when you submit your application or your submission. So go to the challenge tab at be.net/live and get all the info on how to do that. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if we had some spreads where we like fully justified text on the inside. So maybe if we do something along those lines for here, might work.
Mm-hmm. It mimics how you've laid out the article too, or some of the graphics in the article.
Yeah.
Caroline wants to know, can you convert text from outlines back to text?
Nope.
Don't think so, yeah. And you do have to think about, like, if you were to do that and you change it back to text, it would probably mess up all the relationships between all of the letter forms.
That is true.
Does not work. Daniela says, ooh, likey. Ooh, mommy.
That's what's going on in my head.
Yeah. Paul says the entries earlier were pretty pro. Yeah, weren't they? Well, actually, we have one submission so far for this stream, which is a great incentive for you to enter, because of the less submissions, the higher chance it is for you to win. You could win a free year of Creative Cloud. Although I believe if you've won already, we might set you up with a different prize. See what else we can get you.
I like the left side. This side feels empty.
Right, especially with the break in the C and then all the space.
Yeah.
It's different.
I guess it doesn't have to be filling up the whole space. I wanted it to.
Come on. But I wanted it to.
Let's see, what if? It's also nice because the F has this flat back.
Yeah. Ooh. Jason, I think, said that he likes that they're just called chat. Hive mind chat. It's true. If there's something else you'd like to be called, chat, let's come up with a name.
Sounds like Chad almost.
What's up, Chad? You're just all named Chad. All your names come up as Chad in the little monitor. Leo, Chad. Leo equals Chad, yep. Oh no.
I always get that weird pop-up, not really sure where it comes from, but...
What did it even say? Something about
something
Java?
About Java, yeah.
What?
It's fake news. I don't know.
It's fake
what
news.
It's asking me to do.
Mitch wants to be called Team World Domination. All right. Dustin, peasants. You could be the peasants. The plebs. The horde. Yes. Paul, your icon is a bee, so it really could be the hive mind.
The angry mob.
Mm-hmm.
Very rarely angry, actually.
Really? That's good.
Have they been?
Oh, I thought you were talking about you.
No,
like,
them.
I'm actually very... No,
No,
chat.
call me the angry mob.
Chat is very well behaved. Thank you, chat, for being so awesome. We're just your FLOC today. That's true. You are the FLOC.
That's looking better.
Yeah, I like that little break on the left. Chris wants to know, how do you make the rounded points with A pressed? So A is the direct selection tool.
There are these little circles on the corners, and you just drag them in.
Yeah, there you go. You have to have a more updated version of the CC products, but not too updated. These have been around for a while. I forget what they're called. They're either called handles or widgets.
Not sure. Handles sounds right.
There's some very specific terminology for like things within software, especially at Adobe. I love learning about them. Or like when you say click versus press versus twirl.
Oh, I don't know any of those. What would twirl be?
So like when you have a menu that has the little arrow, and then when you click it, it twirls down and you get a bunch of other options.
Oh, yeah.
You twirl it.
Cool.
The all-powerful Chad. Ooh.
Maybe this calls for a bolder version.
Yeah, someone was saying if you want to go bold, use a bold family. Lucian says, I love the bottom left logo. Which one's that? The one in the circle? Oh, that
This
little
one.
guy?
Yeah, it's a little funky. Maybe a little too playful for the vibes we're going for.
That's true.
I don't mind this one. That's not really what you want to end up with.
It's fine, I
It's
guess.
okay. But I think it's good enough for me to move forward and start getting some imagery for the cover.
Sweet.
So I'm going to make a new document.
All right. We just copied and made a new version.
That's my fastest way of just copying all the guides and stuff. And I'm going to make it single pages so we can do a bunch of iterations of the cover.
Sweet. Chat, I'd love to hear your favorite little InDesign or Illustrator tips. Like that's Chantal's favorite way of doing this specific workflow, but what are your favorite little pathways through the forest of InDesign?
Oh yeah, so I found this really cool photo. I don't know where I put it.
Oh no! Chat ate it.
Oh, here it is. She just looks really cool.
Yes.
I feel like if this was on the cover of anything, I'd probably buy it.
That looks like a magazine cover.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take it and hopefully I can get this background to be whatever, or maybe I can extend it up to be vertical like the.
Oh yeah. Dustin's favorite tool in Illustrator is the shape builder. My man. I love the shape builder too. I feel like a lot of people don't use it. They usually use Pathfinder.
Yep. I never really got into it. Nothing wrong with it. I just.
Yeah. For me, it's just the way I learned. Like when I interned at Adobe was when I was really learning Illustrator, and that's what the tool they were working on at the time, so I learned how to use it. I was like, what's Pathfinder? What?
I'm just masking this layer. It's not like a perfectly clean break, so I'm just gonna blur it a little bit.
Cool, let's see how you do this.
Kind of barely see it. So I'm in a layer mask right now, and I have a brush that's set to 0 hardness. I'm just gonna go along this edge.
Very gently.
Probably like can't even really see what's going on, but as long as it's a soft edge, it should be fine. And I'm probably gonna need this image in both of the kinds of duotones that we tried.
Cool.
So I'll save it into 2 different files.
You think you'll use the same image on both front and back?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think it might be cool to to see the same thing in like 2 different colors.
Yeah.
Especially if one's like upside down.
True.
So it turns out you can kind of see.
What if you like merge the mask with the layer before duotoning it?
I can try.
It might help, but it also might not.
I mean, this duotone looked fine. As soon as I started messing, I think I have to, you're right. I think I have to merge them before I start messing with the layers.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Problem solved. Feels good.
It's nice to have like someone looking out for me.
Yeah. Got me, you got Chad. Mega being Chad. Xylus wants to know, how do you come up with ideas for projects when you don't have any commissions?
I think just being inspired by all different kinds of things. Like this one was just inspired by a piece I read in the New Yorker.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't always have to be visual inspiration, but if you read something you like or watch something you like, podcast, just you can always have content that way. For me, it always starts with the content, and then the visuals and the form comes.
Gotcha. I think challenging yourself to do a challenge is also good, like week-long challenges or monthly challenges. You could also make something that you want to exist in the world that doesn't exist. Like, wow, it'd be really cool if there was a zine about Erykah Badu.
Exactly.
Boom. There you go.
Hopefully there's not one already.
Uh-oh.
We'll see.
Yeah, Tim, doing the daily challenges on Adobe Live. It's a great way to get inspired, and you could also win a free year of Creative Cloud. Jason wants to know, are you going to put this project in your portfolio?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's strong so far.
Yeah. I might tweak it a little bit after leaving here and then print it out, take some photos.
Yeah.
It definitely will be up there eventually. As quick as I can.
Mm-hmm. I like that her little pigtail on the right almost looks like it got pushed down because it hit the edge of the border.
That's funny. So we have the 2 colors here, and they look equally good.
Yeah.
I personally like the green one, but
Me too. All right, so you expanded it.
yes, just so. I have all 3 of my Adobe products open. It's confusing.
I feel like that's like the magic trio of projects, or not projects, programs.
Yeah, I rarely use other ones.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what, I'm going to use the Pathfinder tool here to actually knock these out
Makes sense.
so that they are transparent.
And I think for something so kind of uniform as knocking text out of a shape, Pathfinder is the way to go. With the shape builder, you'd have to like click every single little one, or I don't know, it just takes a little longer, I think. Ryan says, I always have these 3 open. It's the trifecta.
Yeah, until your computer starts slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
This is looking maybe a little small. You zoom out. Not totally sure.
Yeah, but it might be different if you print it.
That's
if this
true.
is a computer screen. Paul wants to know, is there a plan to give a bit more critique on the challenges? We could totally do that if you're open to it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So maybe after the deadline, if there aren't too many submissions, we can dedicate a little more time to each submission.
Sounds good.
I personally really like when there's actual like feedback for the challenges, but sometimes we have like 100 and we can't really do that.
Yeah, it can be tough. That first day we had so many.
Oh yeah. That was like not as many as we've had in other streams. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, this is manageable.
Maybe if I go back to that box idea.
Yeah,
Not in that color.
almost like a little banner. So what is your experience in creating specifically covers? Because I know you worked for your school publication.
Yeah, I think, most or pretty much all print projects have some sort of cover in one way or another. I think doing it last helps, and it is usually the toughest part. So really, I guess looking through your document and thinking about which parts of it you want to highlight. Yeah, I don't have any like hard and fast rules. I think it's just good to do it at the end and spend more time on it than you think you should, because it's really what people see first and what stays with them.
Yeah, definitely. That's the difference between someone picking up what you made and someone just walking by it. I'm interested, Chad, what Adobe programs do you always have open? Or non-Adobe, what programs? Creative programs.
That was a weird sound.
Yeah. Bye, Dustin. See you later. Leo has Photoshop, Illustrator, and XD. Interesting. Caroline has Illustrator. Paul has Premiere and After Effects. Yeah, I've been known to jump into Premiere and After Effects also.
I dabble.
In After Effects?
Yeah.
Nice. What kind of stuff do you like to make?
I actually learned it by doing a project that was kind of like a music video. It was a school project, but it was like a music video made out of like found photos and stuff moving around.
Yeah. It's awesome. Thomas has Photoshop and Illustrator open most of the time, unless you have After Effects open, and then all your RAM goes right in the garbage. True. After Effects is a fun playground. I agree. Once you get over your fear of the interface, because it's a little bit intimidating. Patricia uses Illustrator and Photoshop every single day, and she loves it. It's awesome. XD and Illustrator always for Paul. Awesome. Marie, you've got about 50 minutes to get that submission in. We are challenging you, chat, if you're just checking in, to make a restaurant menu today. So we have a template for you. Go check out be.net/live. You should already be here because it's the best place to watch. Click on the challenge tab. There's a link to a template. There's also a link to instructions on how to publish from InDesign. From within InDesign, you can publish online, and that is how we would like you to submit your project.
I just realized I got super quiet.
That's okay. We're trying to like solve some big design issues.
I know, it's tough. This one's really kicking my butt.
And it's also... Sorry,
Oh,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, it is such a small... It's going to be kind of a small medium, so it's like...
I
Or
know.
media.
I wish I didn't need to have this female leaders of color spelled out.
Yeah.
But just by that one person asking, like, can you remind me what it stands for again? I was just
Yeah.
like, well, you kind of need to have...
Right. I wonder if it doesn't need to be right with the big kind of
That's true.
FLOC. It could be like really spaced out across the bottom or something.
Yeah. Or if it was kind of like...
Yeah. It could
right
even-
on her face.
Perfect. It could be like interacting with her. Erykah, what would you do?
Where would
Help
you
us.
want that on her hat?
Yeah. Little patch.
Okay, I'm going to play with it right on top of the cover. Take this out.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Ooh. Nice.
Hello. Hello, Pathfinder. Daniel says, I learned how to draw offline first, so I still struggle with the digital stuff. I feel you, Daniel. Using a tablet is still tough for me.
Yeah, I have one. I almost never use it.
Yeah. Are you drawing often, or would you use
Nope.
it just for clicking?
I used it a lot when I was doing that, making custom t-shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
But it pretty much is collecting dust right now.
Mm-hmm. I've kind of like worked around my weaknesses if I'm doing like line art, like an illustration, I've worked around my weaknesses where I'll draw like a really thick line and then erase to make the perfect line that I want. It kind of works with my aesthetic, but Daniel, I feel you. It's hard to make that jump. Yay, yep. Yeah, Daniel K, digital illustration streams coming soon, as in next week and the week after.
Oh, you've got 2 weeks of those?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
One after another. So next week is going to be desktop illustration, so using CC version of Illustrator. And then the week after that is all going to be mobile app illustration, which I'm so psyched for.
Oh, like people literally drawing on their phones?
Or iPad Pro, probably mostly.
Cool.
Yeah. I was getting pumped for it last night. I was like finger painting with my iPad. Like, yes.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It was. Highly recommend it, chat. If you have not downloaded Photoshop Sketch, Adobe Illustrator Draw, Adobe Capture CC, download them. They're awesome. And if you do have a CC subscription, you can send them straight to your desktop apps. It literally opens like magic on your screen. It might take a second or two. You can also send PSDs, you can send PDFs, all kinds of good stuff. Eric says you can draw on your Apple Watch too. I send a drawing to your mom. That's awesome.
To your mom?
To his mom. Oh. To his mum, I should say. Are there actually apps for that, Eric, or are you just using like the Apple Watch messaging? Ivan says we should do a stream about packaging. That would be cool. We could use Adobe Dimension, which is a good 3D modeling program you should try out. We have? Ooh, Adobe Live Team might be able to link. Or you could go check out the Creative Cloud YouTube channel. Search 3D for packaging. Thomas says Photoshop Sketch and Kyle's brushes are the best. I 1000% agree. Kyle may or may not appear on stream someday soon.
No way. He's a celebrity.
Perchance. I'm not sure what I can say.
So I also realized we need her name on there somewhere.
Oh yeah, not everyone knows the queen.
No. So maybe saying like issue. I don't know if I want to call it issue. Are zines called issues or just like number 1?
I don't know. I feel like they could be called whatever you want.
I think issue 1 fills up the space more nicely. And I have it aligned to the margins here.
Mm-hmm.
Same as this.
Ah.
I want to go back and see what point size these were.
Smart. So using your other copy as reference.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, we're going to be doing a giveaway in about 15 minutes. So when it is giveaway time, we need you to get real hype. And the way that you can do that and the way that you can enter the giveaway is sign in to Behance at be.net/live. Make sure you say something in chat. Ask a question. This is Chantal's last stream, so make sure you get all those questions in before 1 o'clock Pacific time. And when we do the giveaway, we will pick a random participant of chat, and you could either win an Adobe Illustrator pillow. Very soft. Actually, someone just posted on Instagram that they received their pillow today, and it looked awesome on their couch. You could also win a Photoshop pillow, woo, or the ever-popular Adobe socks. Has all of the little icons and all of the different colors. Very comfortable.
So yesterday we gave away the illustrated pillow.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. And first day was the socks.
Yeah, true. Maybe I was thinking we could have the winner chosen and then they could let us know which one they want.
Yeah.
Or we could choose for them because we're the boss. We run this place. Actually, Paco runs this place. He lives here. Leo says the socks. Yeah, Daniel, we don't have an InDesign pillow. Just Illustrator and Photoshop this week.
So sad.
Yeah, sorry, InDesign. Those darn socks. Yep. What am I drinking? Some of that sparkly agua. Oh, this is actually LaCroix. I thought it was the Adobe brand.
I thought you were going to say I thought it was water.
I thought it was water, but it's LaCroix juice. River juice. Teresa loves the pillow. Which pillow? What happened to the big bag? I don't think we gave away the bag this week. That was a pretty cool swag gift, though. I agree.
There's a bag?
Yeah, it's like a big bowling, like bowler bag. Looks
A bowling bag?
Well, that's like the type.
Name.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't know what that is.
It's very retro looking, bright red. Pretty cool. Oh, Teresa wants the Illustrator pillow. All right, Teresa, if you win, then you can have the Illustrator pillow. What's the host name? I'm Kathleen. I'm an illustrator. Let's be friends. Ooh.
So what I did was I put in the name of the articles. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick to that. I like this side. I wrote A side and B side, kind of like a record.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure. Maybe this should just say Erykah Badu, and then since it's going to be all different types of leaders, it can say singer
Oh yeah.
or musician. I feel like that's a better.
Right.
Did I spell it? Musician.
I think so.
Okay.
That's a tough word. It's like it's an S or a C. I don't know.
Cool. It's looking pretty cool. I'd pick that up.
Nice.
I think.
Because you like Erykah Badu or because of the design?
Design. A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, hopefully you're marketing this to people who would like Erykah Badu.
That's true. I'm wondering if centering it is the best move, or. I like her pigtails. I wouldn't
I
want to
know.
cut those off.
Power tails. Paul says he likes the blue cast of this one. Awesome. And now it's green.
Cool. And I like how her hat is sort of like interrupting those top lines.
Mm-hmm. Good spacing up there.
All right. So I guess what I'm going to do is export these as JPEGs and start mocking them up.
Sweet. In Photoshop?
Yep.
Gotcha.
I think it's cool when zines or magazines come like plastic wrapped or like in a sort of like bag type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I found this cool plastic bag that I might want to use.
Cool. Where did you find it?
Google. I literally searched like plastic bag or clear bag.
Like mock-up or just
No,
an image?
just an image.
Oh,
there weren't
cool.
really any cool or good mock-ups.
So you're going to create your own mock-up, which is very exciting.
Yes. Hopefully it works out pretty well.
Yeah, but this will be a good process to watch. So you could either, download an already built mock-up, which is fine. Sometimes it's tough to really get your own personal touch integrated into those. You could totally make your own by photographing your hands holding the product or what have you. Or you can kind of do a hybrid where you grab some reference from the internet and insert your project into it. I think that's going to be more of what this is. What's up, Massimiliano? How you doing?
So here's my plastic bag.
Oh, I see. What have you done so far?
So all I did was, it had a gray background on it. This is the original image.
Okay.
which is probably like the best thing. I found some with like black backgrounds. Like I thought this was cool, but I couldn't figure out how to really turn it into a mock-up.
Yeah.
And then I masked it so that the background didn't show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just the bag. And I'm gonna bring in one of these cover images.
Ooh.
It might be hard to make this look believable, but I also have the picture of the bag on top as well, and I set it to linear light. I basically just played with all of these and chose the one that looked the most right.
Right.
Curious if, nope. I was gonna say if that should be on multiply or not.
Cool. And I think this is so interesting. Oh, nice.
I have a background. I really wish it could be black, but the bag doesn't look that believable.
Yeah.
Black. Maybe if I
I feel like the levels would have to be. Oh, maybe.
Oh, I also have to adjust. I have this blocked off so it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll just delete that layer mask so you can see. I kind of only want the bag to show on top of this. So I'm gonna use since it's rotated, I can't use the box tool. So
Yeah.
Select it like this.
Works. Yeah, you could definitely use 3D shapes in Photoshop or Adobe Dimension to do this kind of thing. You're right, Kevin. But like I was gonna say, this is so interesting because there's literally like no set way to make a mock-up. It's pretty much dealer's choice.
It looks really bright. I'm kind of wondering if I forgot to do the newsprint thing on the back of here.
Oh.
I did. Where are you?
Gotcha.
I wonder, it may not make that big of a difference, but if I multiply this, it may. That's more like newsprint.
Mm-hmm. But it's like, no, I don't like how it looks.
Well, I wanted this to be this color. So I'm trying to eyedrop it, but because I tried this yesterday and it didn't work, but I'm gonna do it again.
Interesting. Eyedrop. Copy. So many different ways to do.
That's closer.
Yeah, it's not totally the same, but might work.
Can
All right,
make it just
Mitch.
a tad brighter.
Yeah. See you later. Zubin says that was pretty insightful. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for being here, Zubin.
Close enough.
Works. And this is just a mock-up. It's something that's supposed to just be believable
Exactly.
to a passerby.
So I think you can like replace a smart object if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh.
Relink to file. Cool.
Small change, but more believable.
And then I'm gonna make the background. I think black is just too difficult.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll just do a color that I like.
Yeah. And it makes it look a little more graphic. Like it doesn't have to, like you're giving the idea that it's going to be in a plastic bag, but it doesn't have to look super, super realistic.
Yeah. I guess I'll pick the background once I get the purple and the green side in here.
Yeah.
There's still something like a tad bit off.
It'd be awesome if like the highlights of the bag really showed up over the cover. But I'm not sure the exact.
Yeah, I have it on linear light right now.
Mhm.
I can like play with some other stuff.
Oh. This is so fun. I love just going through all the different blend modes. Like, what does this one do?
I know. I feel like I definitely should know by now by the number of times I've used these all. But
But still, it can be surprising sometimes. Like, you're like, I totally know what this does. Whoops, nope, doesn't do that.
yeah.
What's up, Mark? Welcome to the stream. Chat, we're going to do a giveaway in about 5 minutes. So stick around, make sure you're logged in on Behance. Best place to watch if you're over on YouTube. Come over to be.net/live or just go to behance.net. Click on the live tab, that's where we live. It's where we are right now. Make sure you're also subscribed if you would like to be notified when we're going live or when we have new events. Today is the last day of this week of graphic design. It's been awesome, very insightful. Next week we will have no desktop illustration, and then the week after that we will have mobile illustration. Wow.
What is going on?
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to this. I think this is okay for now. If you zoom out, it's like pretty believable.
Right.
At least enough that I can see what these look like side by side. I'm gonna replace this with purple one. Just kidding.
Just kidding. It replaces both of them. Frank says, I can't wait for the mobile illustration. Got to put a note for work. Yes. Do that. Matthias is checking up on you, chat. Are you still working on your menus? You've got about 35 minutes to get those in. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the challenge tab at be.net/live. It's just right above the chat. There's 3 different tabs. There's chat, info, and challenge. All the info is there. We want you to create a menu. We have a template, and we want you to make it in InDesign CC.
So I'm actually going to mess with the bag a little bit just so it doesn't look like the exact same version of the one next to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be flipped, so I'm gonna try some skew or distort. I'm not really sure. Let's try distort.
Oh, nice. Just little changes. This is really, I think, what puts designs like over the top of being strong. It's when you just put the extra effort into making things believable, realistic, kind of put them in the uncanny valley.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and flip this so it, like this corner of the bag right here can be on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Zubin, the plastic bag is gonna be what holds the zine that Chantal's been working on for the last 3 days. So this is just a mock-up to show what the actual product would be coming to you as.
Yeah, and I may change my mind once I actually print it out, maybe get some less wrinkly bag on it.
Mm-hmm. It's very cellophane-y.
Yeah.
What tool is she using? This is Photoshop. She is using, well, she was using the distort tool in the transform menu. Allows you to kind of like grab the edges and skew and distort your layer.
Oops, deleted the wrong one. Oh, I didn't do the whole multiply thing on the purple one.
Oh.
Oops.
Right, so it's a lot brighter. Yeah, Catlin, you could definitely use a displacement map. Lots of different ways.
Do this again.
And somebody said that they're really interested in what you're doing, but they're so new to the programs that it's hard for them to follow. So if you have any questions,
oh yeah, please ask.
Yeah, ask. And like I said earlier, all of these streams are going to be available immediately after they are done recording. So they'll be on the Creative Cloud YouTube channel.
Yeah, watch me in slow motion.
Whoa. Yeah, Zubin, you could use Liquify to change the bag a bit. Totally.
Yeah, and I guess now we can start to choose a good background color.
That looks very zine-y.
What would look good with purple and green. Not sure.
All right, so while you're playing with that, chat, get going, get the hype going. We are going to be doing a giveaway right now. You have either the choice, if you win, Photoshop pillow, or an Illustrator pillow, or if you want kind of the best of both worlds, Adobe socks that have, let's see, Photoshop, there's that, Illustrator, there's that. So all you have to do is be signed in on Behance. Make sure you say something in chat. Maybe let us know where you are from. We like to know where people are tuning in from. You could ask a question that you've been waiting to ask. Just say something if you haven't said anything already, because that's the only way you can enter the giveaway. Adobe Live team will work some magic and use a magic script to pick a random winner, and we'll let you know as soon as we get it.
It's kind of a crazy color, but I feel like this
Ooh,
RGB blue is super trendy right now.
it is. Totally. Chat, you could also let us know what color you think we should do.
I could even get a texture back there. I kind of like the flatness of it though.
Chat's not being very helpful. They're just saying pillow, socks, both, all. Daniel says green. Ooh. Wonder what kind of green. Daryl says blue was good. Earthy tones look cool. True. All right, we've got a winner that is appearing. Adobe Live team is working on it. Anaga says purple would be cool. Ooh, I like that pink. Could do the classic millennial pink.
Yeah, I'm super into that trend right now. Although trends fade, so.
True.
Does this look any more realistic than the other one? I feel like you could see the plastic a little better here.
I think it does. I think it's hard because you're like, oh, I want the cover to really show through, but this looks more like it's an actual bag. Frederick needs some cool socks. Lee in LA needs socks because she's cold.
In LA?
Yeah, apparently it's cold.
Oh, really?
I mean, cold.
Cold.
Yeah. Chris, there isn't a Dimension stream coming up in the next couple weeks, but there is a past stream. If you want to go to the Creative Cloud YouTube channel, there is a whole week based on 3D and dimensions. Daniela wants the socks so she can wear them with her sandals. Yes.
No.
No. Illegal.
So we talked about drop shadows a little bit yesterday.
Yeah.
This is like the most subtle, I think, possible thing, and maybe it works.
Yeah, right. It's barely perceptible.
I think it helps a little bit.
I agree. Okay, there's a name being scrawled on a piece of parchment that will be appearing before our eyes very soon. Summon the name. Praying to Erykah Badu. Oh. Let's see who's the winner.
Patricia Gusso?
Patricia, you are the winner of the giveaway. Congratulations. Yay. Claps for you, everyone in chat. Give Patricia claps. So Patricia, make sure you let us know. Do you want the Photoshop pillow? Or the Illustrator pillow? Or the socks? Which one? We can be your Santa.
Where are you at, Patricia? Oh.
Patricia, she says thanks. All right, let's see what she wants. I believe Patricia is an illustrator too. Am I right, Patricia? If so, that's awesome. Everyone's like, do the socks.
So much pressure.
Okay, so she wants a pillow, but she can't choose between Illustrator and Photoshop. Well, what's your decor like? Is it more warm-toned or cool-toned? Maybe you want a contrasting color.
That's true.
So I want the socks. Okay, Patricia.
She couldn't pick a pillow, so she went with the socks.
Congratulations, here you go. They're yours. But for real, Adobe Live will be in contact with you on your Behance messages, so keep your eyes open for that. It's a good time to let you know that we have 25 minutes left to get your submissions in. There's already 5 or 6 or even 7 submissions, so get those in for your chance to win a free year of Creative Cloud. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the contest tab, be.net/live. Learn about it there. You're welcome, Patricia. Thanks for being here. Ooh, pink. I like it. Looks like Pepto-Bismol.
Oh no.
In a good
You
way.
like that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. And maybe I can mock up some spreads. I found this like book basically that had like a few things on the pages, and I just deleted the stuff on the pages.
You're like, no.
Now it's a blank book.
Wow.
And I stretched it to fit my dimensions, because that was why I didn't do a traditional mock-up, was because my zine is 4x7, and that's pretty rare. So I think I might export some pages that I want to highlight and show those.
Yeah, and I think especially if you're going to be showing the actual spreads, then having the mock-up with the plastic on top, where the plastic's pretty like, you can't really see the cover, it's okay because you have other
exactly.
mock-ups.
So maybe, oh yeah, and this was something I added yesterday after
Oh, cool.
after the session. Just thinking about needing to have the title and crediting the author, so I put that in there. I'm actually thinking maybe these should be the same type size.
Yeah, Daniel, this is the flock up mock-up. I like that. Waka flocka mock-up. Cool.
I'm gonna make sure that is consistent on here.
Nice. Lee is wondering, is the inner spine just a gradated shadow? Yeah, it's
Yes.
just a gradient. But for the actual mock-up, you found an actual picture of a book, which you wouldn't have to do. You could just build it, like with
Yes.
some shadows and some shapes. Charles wants to buy this book and read it.
Oh,
Good. Where can we get the Adobe Live store? Right? She wants a real one.
oops. That should be blue, purple. Not sure what you'd call that color.
Blurple.
Blurple. Periwinkle,
Ah.
maybe. Okay, so I'm just gonna export these into JPEGs. Pick my favorite spreads, maybe. I like this first one a lot.
Me too. Them eyes staring into your soul. What's up, Upol? How you doing?
Maybe organize and make a folder called spreads.
So how do you feel about organization, like file management?
I think it's super important. I'm one of those people whose desktop is like always clean, and when people have like 500 screenshots everywhere, I'm
It's
just
me.
like, no. That's most people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it clean. I don't like to get stressed out when I open them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't either. I just bring it upon myself. It's a prison of my own making.
So I'm wondering if I should export it as spreads or pages. I'm just gonna do spreads.
Lee is wondering, is the back of the bag going to be designed? Put FLOC backwards on the back. That's a good idea.
Well, actually, this is the front and back,
True.
but we could print on the actual plastic. I've seen that done. Maybe it would be more clear if one of these was actually upside down. Oh, the bag should be upside down, but the cover should be right side up.
Right. Like you just flipped it.
Yeah, I'll get to that later.
The details, right?
Yeah, I don't think that would be fun for anyone to watch, really. Me struggling.
Yeah, that's true. And also that makes sense when someone said, like, you're moving so quickly. It's like this part, it's kind of different for every project, so it might not be super helpful, but it's also helpful to see how other people build these things.
So I'm basically just taking this image of the spread. It may be better to do it page by page, but let's see. I'm going to multiply it.
Cool. Arturo said that he's just been listening, and then when he saw the project, he was punched in the face by how beautiful it was.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's a really good compliment. It's just a straight punch in the face.
The center part is looking really dark.
It is.
I wonder, because I already have that gradient from the original
right.
one.
Maybe, because it is mostly just for display purposes. It doesn't need to be there in the InDesign document. Getting all these submissions open. Maybe we can take a peek at a couple soon.
It also just got weird on the export. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Because it changed it to RGB. Maybe that's the problem. I hope that's the problem.
Yep. Jan-Erik says he has such a high level of neatness and OCD that he thinks that even your desktop is too messy. Wow.
I have folders and 2 screenshots.
That's it.
That's
and you just
harsh.
made the 2 screenshots during the stream.
That's true.
So Jan-Erik, when you save things to your desktop, do you immediately then go to your desktop and like organize it? Or do you, I guess you probably wouldn't even save things to your desktop. You're past that level.
I just took out the gradient, or I hid the layer with the gradient. Nice thing about working in layers, which I rarely do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna see if this looks better, because it looked really weird on the export.
Right. Real grainy. Lucian is excited about seeing the winner of the challenge. Me too. I'm excited to even look at these submissions. Graham's girlfriend would kill for that Adidas jacket. Hopefully not literally, Graham.
Yeah, don't kill me.
Come on. Finders keepers.
My sister actually got me this jacket a few years ago at Christmas. She was ahead of the trend.
Ooh.
And now I get to be trendy.
Sis. She's like, you'll need this in 3 years. Watch. Teresa, I always have too many tabs open in my web browser. Me too, Teresa, especially when I have all the submissions open. There's like 50 tabs.
I like the way this is starting to look.
Yeah.
I took out the gradient. Looks a lot better.
More natural.
I still see a page fold kind of deal going on.
That's true, Adobe Live. She could have also been behind the trend because fashion is cyclical. So right. You style maven, Adobe Live. Sammy's wondering, how do you submit? Go to the challenge tab at be.net/live, and there is instructions on how to publish from within InDesign, which is what we want you to do, and instructions on how to get that to us. Oh yeah, Mark, it could be looking weird because there's an RGB to CMYK conversion, which you can fiddle with in the Ink Manager. Awesome.
Good point.
More and more submissions are flowing in. Got 15 minutes left, chat. And I do want to say, if you don't get your submission done in time for this stream, you have one more stream. Annie will be up next with Terry, and they will look at any submissions that come in after the deadline. But then after their stream, we're done for the week. So, like, make sure to get your submissions in. Ooh.
That looks cool. Those are 2 pages on top of each other. It's looking pretty realistic.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is probably just bring all the pages in as different layers and then export them with different layers showing.
Sweet.
I'd like to see some of the blue, purple ones in there too.
Yeah. Zubin says your jacket would look cool with the FLOC logo. Yeah.
It would.
Make a little patch, make it flocked with actual flock. That'd be great. Frank wants to know, how many times do you submit? 1 per challenge of the day. Yeah, you can submit once per stream, but you need to make a totally new project. So that can be asking a lot. I would suggest just submitting your strongest submission once. Really give it your all. Oh, I like that one. I really am drawn to that border.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Oh, I didn't remove that center thing. Let's see, maybe the blue one will work.
Yeah. Annie in the house. What's up, girl? Welcome to the last day of the stream. Sad face. All right, Elena, thank you so much for being here and enjoy your dinner. Let us know what you're having before you leave, because I'm nosy and I want to know these things. Did you end up finding good vegan lunch yesterday?
I did. I went
What'd
to
you
this
have?
place. I forgot what it was called, but I had these like soy protein mandarin orange chicken thing. And I had
What?
cheesecake,
Mmm.
which is not something you get to have every day as
Yes.
a vegan.
Minimalist Baker has a really good cheesecake recipe. It's vegan.
Yeah, they have great recipes. Or
Mhm.
she has great recipes. Is it just one lady?
Well, I think.
Just the one baker.
Just Dana. Yep, Sammy, challenges every week. Different challenge every day, depending on the theme of the week. So next week is going to be illustration. I'm guessing they're going to be illustration challenges. Are we streaming from San Francisco? Yes, we are, Vincent. Where are you streaming from? Graham says he accidentally ate at a vegan restaurant once and didn't know until he bit into the bean burger. They tricked you. Was it good, though? I'm sure it was. Ooh,
Okay,
It looks
time to
better.
tackle this.
like every time I look back at it, it's like, yes, strong.
Yeah, I like it. I like it on the black background. I really do wish this plastic bag thing could. Let me see again.
Let's try it one more
maybe now
time.
it'll look better. It's just not realistic because I know that the bags wouldn't still.
Yeah,
look-
right.
Whatever. This can have a bubblegum color. Maybe this can have a bubblegum color.
Vincent is down in Santa Barbara. Staying warm down there? Bye, Elena. Cool. I think this will look really nice, especially if you upload it on Behance. Do a nice little Behance project with all your different mock-ups.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Strong.
Did I do the right thing? What I was just thinking? I think so. I said I was
Yeah.
gonna, because now the bag is upside down, but this is the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Brain teaser.
Yeah.
Okay. And I could even have like information on the mock-up itself, maybe explaining. We'll see.
Right. Or maybe you could even, well, you'd have to print it out. You could like have a GIF or a little animation showing you flipping it over.
Yeah.
But that would be hard.
Yeah, I really do want to print it out and do my own little photo shoot. Could have like a little arrow.
Oh yeah.
We'll see.
Little like. Lucian is saying use blend if sliders. Yeah, that's a nice little not YouTube, Photoshop tool.
Use what?
Blend if, it's like a tool within Photoshop. It's almost like a formula, like if this then that kind of thing. It might help your bags look more realistic, but I'm not a master at them, so I
That
don't think
sounds
I
like
could.
geometry
Yeah.
proof type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not my thing.
Not my thing either. we had Jesus Ramirez, who runs a Photoshop, awesome Photoshop channel. He could help us, but he's not here.
Yeah, I'll look into it when I'm not on live stream.
Right. Good idea. Kevin says he's not a fan of the bag, but I think it works with the kind of edgy, grungy feeling of zines.
Yeah, I may not keep it at the end of the day, but without being able to print and shoot it, I think this is probably a good way. I could do another type of mock-up without the bag, and we'll see if it's an ugly arrow, but it gets the point across.
Yeah. True, Daniel. Plastic isn't Kevin's bag. He's not a fan. Cool. I like that, how it matches the background. When it was black, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, could be a better arrow, but that'll work for now.
Works for
And
now.
I have this cover I can try. Where are you, cover photos?
Hello. Ooh.
So I actually stretched this image to make it the right size.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it needs to be a tad bit lighter.
Oh, so that's an actual cover of a book. I see the little staples on, or the sewing on the left.
I just took out the contents on the cover.
I think there's such a need to be resourceful when you are a designer of any type. Like, how do I make the thing I want to make?
Yeah.
Find a book, erase the cover.
Yeah, I mean, probably not like the most sensitive thing to do, but it works for these purposes.
Right.
Pre-printing.
Totally. You really have to think about what you're trying to do, what the end result's going to be.
So I just selected that shape and I'm going to mask cover.
Sweet.
Or not.
Maybe.
I think that worked.
Got 7 more minutes, chat, to get your submissions in. I'm opening them up as they come in, and they are all looking really different from each other, which is interesting, but really cool. What's up, Frederick? Huzzah! I agree.
Not bad.
Mm-mm.
The staples aren't really showing
Yeah.
up too well.
And the image does go over them.
Yeah. I guess I'm confused. Like, is that white thing the staple?
Right, it's very faint. Frederick has submitted. Awesome. We have your submission. Thank you for doing so. And chat, if you have any more questions for Chantal, this is her last time on stream with us, so make sure you get those in. She's a student, going to graduate very soon,
Yes.
which is exciting. Can give tips to any of you fellow students out there who are studying design or anything,
Or if anyone in the real world has tips for me.
Right. Chat, if you are experienced, let her know what's up. How do you survive in the real world?
Tough world out there.
Mm-hmm. Graham wants to know any lined up jobs for after graduation?
Not yet. I'm still looking.
Mm-hmm.
Have a few offers, but I want to make sure it's the right thing before I say yes.
That's really smart.
It's so easy to be in a rush and just want to grab the first thing that comes just to feel secure and
Totally.
relaxed, but doing my best to keep my options open.
I think there's often a fear of like, if I don't get a job right after school, then no one's ever gonna hire me. Like you almost lose your glimmer as a fresh graduate, but that's not true. You stay a new grad for a while after you graduate.
Yeah, it's honestly probably hardest right out of school because summer is when, at least in New York, everyone's trying to get an internship.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So.
Frederick says, get a job till you get the job that you really want. All right, kind of bide your time at a job that you might not be as interested in.
That's true. Do some overlapping action here.
Oh yeah, nice.
I guess it's hard to communicate that these are the same book, just upside down.
Mm-hmm.
I could just put it upside down, but I was gonna say then people can't read it, but as long as you can read one of them, it's fine.
Right. What if you did like, so the green one that you're working on right now, the one below it could be the purple version, but flipped upside down?
This is so fun. I wish I could just take you back to school.
Do this and this. Yeah. But someone was saying that having live feedback is really important. That's a tip that they're giving you for when you graduate.
Yeah.
So cool. That's what you're getting right now.
We'll see. I'm going to try it on this side too and see what happens.
Frederick says all feedback is good feedback. How do you feel about that? Even if it's from someone who doesn't know design.
That's actually, I go to people who don't know design that well a lot. That's honestly better if you're looking for a general viewer's feedback.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say all feedback is good feedback. There's definitely a constructive type and another type.
Destructive type.
Yeah. But for the most part, seeking out feedback is probably one of the best ways to learn.
Yeah, I agree. Not being scared.
Yeah.
To be like, look at this, what do you think?
And learning how to give good feedback.
Oh, yes. I agree. Thomas says the availability of feedback from other creatives is one thing that he misses about school.
That's true. Studio is such a great environment for sharing projects and giving feedback and getting feedback.
Mm-hmm. Kath Arley wants to know, what kind of music do you listen to when you are designing?
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Some Erykah Badu.
Of course.
Soul. Hip-hop.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think I said yesterday anything besides country.
Country and heavy metal.
Yeah. A lot of podcasts. I love watching like design speaker series on my like second. That's what I use my second monitor for instead of designing on it. I have like videos on it.
It's helpful. It's your inspiration board.
Yeah. I think this is pretty clear that it's upside down behind it. I think I'm liking this better than the plastic bag.
Cool.
So thank you to whoever said that before.
Yeah, that was awesome because he was like, sorry for being so negative, but it helped you.
Oh yeah, I can appreciate honest feedback.
Mm-hmm.
I know usually who to go to for that kind of feedback and who to go to when I just want to hear nice things.
Yep. Agreed. It is really important to have those friends or colleagues that you're like, I know they're going to give me good feedback even if it's tough. I have a friend like that here at Adobe. Her name is Erykah, and she's going to be hosting next week. So you guys will probably hear some good feedback from her. She's an art director here.
It's like the dream job. That's super cool.
Right? Lucky lady. She's good at it, too. Hey, Keith. Sup, fam? How you doing? Yeah, next week, Matthias, we're going to have a couple new hosts saying hello. Two good friends of mine, Erykah, Ren. Ren's a fellow illustrator, also works at Adobe.
So I'm going to try something else for a cool mock-up. I think sometimes it's nice when you can see the covers and the spreads kind of all laid out.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a little bit of extra time, so might as well.
Yeah, it's almost like a lay flat of the entire kind of suite.
A lay flat. I like that. That's not something I was thinking. Trying to think of the best way to do this.
Yeah, Chad, the deadline for the submissions just passed. So if you're still working on your submission, you can still submit it, but we will be looking at it, or I shouldn't say we, Annie and Terry will be looking at it next segment. That's the last segment of the day and of the week. Very sad.
So sad. It's my last 30 minutes.
I know, and you're like jet setting out of here right afterwards.
I know. Straight to the airport.
Like, bye, San Francisco. It's been delicious. Hopefully.
Literally.
Okay, good.
There's not much vegan fare in St. Louis, as you can imagine. A lot of barbecue.
I was going to say barbecue, probably. That's like how you feel about country music is how I feel about barbecue.
Oh, you don't like it?
I hate.
I feel like it goes with country music. I don't know.
True. It's like you either don't like country or you don't like barbecue or you love both.
Exactly. So I couldn't figure out a smarter way to do this. I just exported it as a JPEG. Oh, here is the black issue we were talking about the other day. The background is black.
What do you mean?
Different. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
You
I was
can't
like,
see it
what?
on the screen, but the background is a different black.
Oh, I see.
than
There's a
the-
little box around it. Shoot.
No worries. Got it. Make sure it's a similar size. It's looking 20 times brighter than the cover, so maybe we'll take that down a little bit.
Right. That's true. Tim says, can you please stop talking about food? Tim, my stomach is growling. If I stood up near the microphone, you would hear some noises. And they would be hungry belly noises. While you're working on setting up that lay flat or layout, I'm going to be opening up all these submissions. We can look at them soon and hopefully give some good critiques.
Sounds good. Some constructive criticism.
Yeah. So what do you think? Should we give critique on everything, or should we look at everything, curate it down, and then only critique like the top options?
That sounds good.
Okay,
More
cool.
time efficient.
True. For a second, I thought I heard it like tipping over.
In
my mind, I was like,
I got it to go cup today because yesterday I almost spilled the whole thing.
No good.
Watch my computer fry live.
That'd go viral instantly. Do it.
Do it for the live stream.
Do it. Do it for the Vine. Yannick says, I see people that you already saw here yesterday. You like the activity? Awesome. Yannick, we have a great community here. We have quite a few usuals, as I would say.
Regulars.
Regulars. Ryan's a regular. Who else is a regular? Kevin is. Jan Eric, of course. Mitch, of course. Who else? I've seen Ivan around quite a bit this week. Patricia, who won the giveaway, is here quite a bit. Tim, of course. Yes, both Kevins. Kevin Worth and Kevin Schneider.
Oh, yeah,
Heidi.
I thought Kevin Schneider was Kevin Schneider at my school.
Oh,
but I
really?
think it's a different Kevin Schneider.
This Kevin Schneider, I believe, lives in Germany.
Yeah, so definitely a different one.
Definitely different.
Still welcome.
Yeah, totally. Daryl drops in when he is able to. Awesome, Daryl, thank you. Bertold says that, yes, this is the best community. I agree. Paul should start a club. Regulars who don't win the giveaway.
Oh.
It's a sad thing. But when you do win the giveaway, it's really exciting. I get super pumped when I'm like, they're here all the time and they won.
Yeah, they deserve the socks.
Yannick is in Switzerland. Awesome. Kathy's been here all week. Yes. Cool. So once you get this little guy exported, or all of them exported if you want, let's look at some of these submissions.
Sure. I'll just drop one more in.
I really like that spread. I think it might be my fave.
Yeah, I think it's one of the stronger ones. Just
Mhm.
it's got an image and some type, double whammy.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Jessica is becoming a regular. Awesome. Graham's been watching since Will Patterson was here. Nice, Graham. Teresa is new. Welcome, Teresa. Thank you for being here.
Okay, I think we're all set to
Hooray!
look at some entries.
Great job. You finished your project
Yeah, I
in
think
3
so.
days. I mean, maybe you'll still tweak some things like you said, but
I know I got a lot further today than I was expecting, which is nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sammy is interested in the illustration chats next week. I am too, Sammy. All right, so here is the first option. To remind you, chat, if you're just tuning in, we challenged you to make a restaurant menu today. So we have a template for you and also instructions on how to upload it and send it to us. But it must be made in InDesign and published online. So here we go. Maki, maybe? One of our previous winners, Lucian, designed this.
I like the repetition of the S.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like we said, we'll look through all of them. I'll curate the list to like a top 10, 5 or 10 list, and then we'll give some deeper feedback on those top choices. Great wave sushi bar. I love this. Looks like a little ramen noodle.
Mm-hmm. And a wave.
And a wave, of course. Oh, nice.
Very nice vector drawings.
Mm-hmm. Simple. Get the point across, making me hungry. How dare you?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking sushi for my lunch after this.
Sounds so good. Adel Rose. Cool kind of vector mixed with more representational design.
Yeah, it's a cool little flower. It almost looks 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. Seabird Brewing. It's cool. Yum.
Nice appetizing food.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's Adobe stock as well, because yesterday we
Yeah.
had some of those too.
Marie, let us know what you used. I like this typeface.
Mm-hmm.
Mixes well with the kind of nautical nature. Nice job. Gonzalez, Mexican cuisine. I like this little sombrero.
Yeah, it's cute. Or UFO.
Or UFO. True. Nice.
Oh, I like that little, there's like a little wayfinding thing on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
That changes each time. It's
Mhm.
interesting.
You are here. Nice job. Ham! Gluten and Comic Sans free sandwiches.
Nice.
Adobe stock. Adding avocados only 20 cents? I'm going. It's usually like $3.
Yeah.
So it's by Yijo. Cool, and I like how you actually filled in the pieces. Salt and pepper. Ooh.
Nice.
O2 for you. It's a water restaurant. Oh, oxygen. That would be H2O.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. We had the same brain
Oh,
fart.
we need food. We need O2. Cool, so this is interesting. It's like a restaurant or a menu, but for oxygen.
Yeah, New York needs that.
Yeah. Help New York out. It's by Mauricio. La Petite Cabane.
Nice clipboard.
Hmm. Yeah, I believe this was the template that was provided,
Mm.
but I really like the vibrancy. Food looks really good. La Coculico. Coculico.
I'm glad I'm not the one pronouncing these.
Cocalico. Nibbles. I'll eat that because it's cute. Nice light design.
Mm-hmm.
Mumbai restaurant. Not for the faint of heart.
Nice and colorful.
Mm-hmm. Spicy. The designer bar, where we keep it classy and introverted. Ooh, sign me up.
I'd go there.
You hungry? You thirsty? Yes, to both those things. Sorry, I just yelled.
Sorry to the mic.
I like heard it vibrate. It's like, oh, sorry. A cooties table. This is a really cute little mark.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Lots of menu items.
Mm-hmm. Cooties executive chef.
A dog.
Sweet. Is that a Vizsla? Cute dog. Restaurant Chez Nous. Our house restaurant. Nice chalkboard.
Mm-hmm. I could see that extending well into the actual restaurant.
Yep. Family owned. Executive chef right here. There she is. I like how it has everyone's signature.
Right. I hope
It's
those
the
kids
details.
aren't making the food.
Yeah. Top Chef Planté. Cool. Got a couple more to look through, then we'll curate and give some feedback on the top options. Chat, let us know which ones you really like. Daniel likes the chalkboard one.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like good old pub menu.
Yeah, nice and rustic vibes.
Nice job. Ooh, blurred limes. That's
I like
awesome.
that. I like the simplicity of it with the one bright color.
Yeah, and the cute little titles for the food. It's like,
Oh,
it's
I
not
can't
just
read
as there's dumpling you should know, pita pan, it's not your problem.
Yeah, some nice copywriting skills.
Mm-hmm. Nice
Oh, nice.
job.
Skinny drink menu.
Mm-hmm. Whine about it. Just arugula guy. Cool. See if I can zoom in a little bit. I don't know if I can. Nice.
Arabic, key to my heart.
Yeah, there you go. Looks like maybe, is that like a seafood fork? I don't know.
Maybe, or like a grilling
Oh,
kebab
yep.
thingy.
Nice job. One of those thingies. Tribeca coffee. Cool.
Like the little word mark logo.
Really simple. And then this is the last one, a Millennium Earl. Seems like a tea menu to me so far. Oh, no.
Nice textures going on in the back, and I like the white box that sort of helps you read the text better.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. So maybe while you're kind of finishing up your project, I will shorten this list down and you can do some feedback.
Sounds good.
Whoop, there it is, says Daryl. Yes. Whoop, there it
Peter
is. Yeah. Alrighty. Helene says, that's mine. Yeah, the Millennium Earl one. Cool.
Oh, is that I'm so slow. Is that a pun on, like Earl Grey?
That's what I thought,
Okay.
but
Got it. A few
didn't
minutes
seem
late.
like it. Hisham says, very awesome work, guys. Yeah, chat, you are a talented bunch.
Really impressive, especially in a short time frame.
Yeah, and like I said, if you're still working on your submission, no worries. Annie and Terry will be up next, and they'll check those out for you. This is tough to shorten down this list.
Yeah, I just get the easy part. Short list.
True. But you get the hard part of actually having to decide.
True. It's usually a tough decision.
Miriam says, the last few were so nice. I agree. All right, so we have like 10 minutes left. Maybe we can use that, giving feedback to this top 3, 4, 5, 6, top 8.
Sure.
And then we'll pick one very quickly.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so we've got Marie's menu up first for the Seabird Brewing. Maybe something you think is strong and something that they could work on.
Sure. If you go back to the cover page, I think the use of the dark blue gradient is really smart to make the white pop and make it more legible. I think also using blue as opposed to gray just like keeps the appetite appetizing and
Yeah.
colorful nature in there.
Right. Maybe something they could work on.
I think maybe adding real content would help you like build a stronger system, because it's easy when you have all the same text over and over again to think the system is strong, and then once you have a menu item that's like 10 words long, maybe then you rethink how everything goes through.
That's true.
If you have the time, putting in the real text is really helpful.
Right. Yeah. And that's just for your future efforts with this menu, because I know we only had an hour and a half.
Yep.
Nice job, Marie. So here's the Mexican restaurant, Gonzalez. I know you said you like the wayfinding at the bottom.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I already said this, but I really do like the wayfinding on the bottom. Maybe if there were, I think I only really noticed it because we were flipping through the pages, but maybe if the cover had some sort of like indication of when you open this, it's gonna be dinner, lunch, like the order.
Oh, gotcha.
But overall, I like the color scheme. I think it's working well.
Yeah, I agree. Cool, great job. Drop over to the oxygen bar. This is the cover and the back. Something strong, something they could work on.
Yeah, I think it's kind of gonna go hand in hand, the two things that I'm gonna say, but I really do like the pattern. I think it's exciting and it's unique. Probably is relating to the nature of how oxygen molecules look. I wouldn't know, but I do think there are instances where maybe it's interfering with the legibility of things.
Like here.
So on this page, you want to watch out for covering text or making it hard to read.
Right.
Yeah, but overall, it looks really nice. I like the vibes I'm getting from that pattern.
Yeah, very airy. Nice job. Le Colico. Wait, maybe it says who did this one at the bottom. I think it just says vegan restaurant.
Catering to the judge.
Yeah, quinoa burger.
Cool. I think what's nice in here is the limited color palette. So you have this red, but there are multiple types of red. Maybe that's an orange. So I think that's strong about it. And maybe one thing to change would be that photo of the burger on the bottom on the next page looks a little bit out of place just because it's a singular thing. So maybe having more photos or finding a way to integrate that gray better with the color scheme.
Yeah, agreed.
Overall, great work though.
Yeah, good feedback too. Cootie's table.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing that stood out to me was the word mark. I think it's memorable, and it's appropriate for like a dining establishment.
Yeah.
It just seems nice and like, I don't know.
I think it lets you know what kind of restaurant it is without
Yeah.
telling you. Like, you feel like you're comfortable there, casual.
Friendly, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. And then something that maybe they could work on.
This may be more of a personal preference, but on the previous page, the limited opacity, like text and images behind
Yeah.
the word and the menu items is a little bit distracting.
I agree.
It's not necessarily interfering with me reading it, but I'm also not being able to see the images that well.
Yeah. Kind of like, what are these? And since you do have more just icons at the bottom, and then you're mixing realistic photography, it's like kind of choose which direction you want to go in. Nice job, Cootie's table. All right, 3 more. We've got chalkboard, family owned.
Yeah, I mean, I think the chalkboard was a smart move because it could be extended into the rest of the identity system if you're thinking about the actual restaurant. Could have a bunch of chalkboards, or maybe, just continue it that way. Maybe something that could be stronger is the actual word mark. I know we didn't have that much time, but thinking about the chalkboard, maybe doing some sort of like custom lettering, or because there's a lot of typefaces going on that first page.
Yes.
So having a word mark that's either not an established typeface or some hand lettering might be nice.
Yeah, I think a good example of a brand that does this well is Lush. Like, they have that handwriting like typeface, and even when you get a sample like from the Lush store, they write in the handwriting. It's like it's pretty pervasive throughout the entire brand, which might be cool. It'd be a good chance for you to make a really kind of iconic
Yeah.
typeface. Nice job. We got blurred limes. Dun dun.
Extra points for being punny.
Yes.
I think I may have already said this, but I really do like the pared down color. It's just white, black, and this really bright green.
Mm-hmm.
It looks modern. I think it works nicely. I think our tendency is to just try to put a lot of color into there. And something to work on. Let's see. Can you zoom in a little bit? So I think maybe my first reaction is those prices look really small.
True. Oh, I didn't even know that.
I thought maybe they were like a vegetarian symbol.
Yeah.
So having those prices be larger, people always want to know how much their food is going to cost.
Right.
That could help just in terms of legibility.
Right. And I feel like the only place that you have green, it's like kind of highlighting something important, and it's on the price. And I feel like that might be a little, I don't know.
You don't want that to be the first thing people look
Yeah,
at.
or like this isn't the kind of place where the first thing you want to know is how expensive something is. It's like you more just want people to enjoy the foods, but you still could use this maybe to denote vegan or vegetarian options or something of that nature. All right, last one, and then we'll pick a winner. Millennium Earl.
I started giving feedback earlier, so I'm repeating myself a little bit, but the use of that opaque or semi-opaque white box is smart because you still have the pattern showing through, but you're being able to read the text. And that pattern seems appropriate. It's continued through with some other nice details in the line work, which I think is appropriate for this. Everything is free.
Zero money. Free.
Can we go back to the first page?
Yeah.
I guess in terms of things that could be worked on, this page does feel a little bare. Maybe this could be where the pattern shines and you don't necessarily need the box there.
Yeah.
If you can find another way to fit that bottom text. But overall, looks great.
Right, and with such a pretty illustrative design, maybe you don't even need food menu. Like it could just be this little circle, really highlight the design, maybe with just a little bit of information at the bottom, like the phone number.
Yeah,
or
if you think about
location.
the context where people are going to see it, if a waiter hands you something, you'll probably assume
this?
it's a food menu.
Could be something else. All right, so we've gone over the top options. Do you have a favorite or the strongest choice in your opinion?
Can we go like quickly through them all one? I think my favorite maybe the blurred limes one.
Cool.
Nice and simple, bold.
Awesome. So nice job, Blurred Limes. You are the winner of the challenge for this stream. And if you're a previous winner, we'll set you up with a different gift. Congratulations. Thank you so much, everyone, for submitting. These were really, really impressive, especially with only having an hour and a half.
Yeah, really great work.
Yeah, so thank you, everyone. Thank you, chat, for giving your input and saying which ones were your favorite or giving feedback. Chantal, thank you for being here.
Yeah, of course. It was so much fun.
Yay.
So sad it's over.
A natural live streamer, I think, chat. What do you think? How did Chantal do? Amazing, I'm sure you're going to say.
Had a lot of fun.
Yeah, but safe travels, and maybe we can flip back over to your zine real quick and just show off your finished product. Erykah Badu.
So this is my finished mock-up. I have some alternate options with the plastic bag if I choose to go with that. And then just the document with all these different spreads to work with.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think it's still considered a zine, not too long. And it was great showing you guys the process.
Yeah, everyone's saying congrats. Thank you, Chantal. Great feedback.
Aw, thanks, guys.
Yeah, so thank you, chat, for being here. We've got Annie and Terry coming up next to finish out the week of graphic design here on Behance. Make sure that you are coming by every week for different events. One more stream today from 1 to 3 p.m. and make sure you get your submissions in and stick around for the giveaway. Thank you for being here, everyone.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.